Hey guys, Sasha and
Anna Pia. Hi, everybody.
we are here to talk with you guys about a topic that is a little bit on the sensitive side, but I think it's very important that we talk about it, and that is of kids that have experienced sexual abuse. I really do feel that hypnotherapy can really help a child to process things so that they can move on from what was done to them. So this way they don't carry that stuff with them.
One of the things that really gets impacted is their self-esteem. So that's the very first thing we work on is self-esteem, and that it's not their fault. It's never a child's fault when something like that happens to them. Never.
Yeah, today I had a young girl come in, a teenager, and one of her, the things that is driving her crazy is the fact that there's no justice for what was done to her. This guy has no record, and because of that, it's kind of hard to show that this is a person who would do such a thing. Now, meanwhile, her, on the other hand, there's a record of erratic behavior, which makes total sense considering what she went through. Obviously, she's suffering from what happened because there's a part of the mind that always wants to refer to the past. And so her erratic behavior, her negative behavior, her being off kilter is making her look bad. And, it makes total sense to us who work with people who have experienced these things. And, I've experienced it myself at a very young age. And so I totally get why somebody like her would be experiencing as volatilely as she is. But to a lot of other people, it just is evidence of her being the problem. And that only compounds it because the child ends up feeling like nobody believes them.
Yeah, and one of the things that we do in hypnotherapy is to work with that anger because it
Yeah.
does need to be expressed and it does need to be released. And in the everyday world, people don't want to hear it or they don't want to deal with the anger, but it's important to acknowledge it and help
Yeah.
move through it. And hypnotherapy is excellent for that.
Yeah, it is so important to help a teenager, any kind of kid, process sexual abuse because I'm telling you, these kids then turn into adults that carry that stuff with them. I mean, I had a client come in, and I can't remember if he was 50 something or 60 something years old. I think it was maybe 50 something years old. And he was still carrying the sexual abuse he experienced at the hands of his cousin.
Yeah, and these things, they tarnish our whole life for us. And if we can help them by
Yeah.
building their self-esteem again, and then also being able to trust, those are the two things. Self-esteem and trust are the things that we need to focus on to help them so they can release it and have a full, fulfilling life ahead of them.
Yeah, and it's about trusting not just trusting the world once again, other people, but trusting themselves as well.
Oftentimes, I mean, kids are so innocent. They don't even realize the red flags that are coming at them when the situation happens. And it makes sense that they wouldn't know. I mean, we're not we're not raised to constantly be on alert.
Yeah.
You know, our natural instinct as we're growing is to trust and to love. And then that gets broken and it's important to repair it. And it can be repaired with hypnotherapy.
Most definitely. For more information on sessions, feel free to go to sashacarrion.com.